way that it did here?
I mean, I just tip my hat to them. It was just a better team.
I think you went down to the Spurs bench with 8 minutes to go in the game. Like, what was kind of the thought process to do it in the middle of the game there rather than kind of waiting for the end?
I mean, at that point, you know you ain't going back in, so you're just trying to get them the respect they deserve. So, yeah.
With how they handled you guys, like how much work do you guys have to do going forward here to catch up in the Western Conference and
to catch up
and to contend again?
I don't know, man. I think that I don't think that's a question for me.
And last year in the West Finals, you said OKC was kind of like on a string defensively. San Antonio looked like they had a lot of that look in this series as well. What do you guys have to do, you as leader, whatever, in the regular season to make it where you guys can be like that on the defensive end against some of this top competition?
We just got to listen to the coaches. Yeah. We had a hard time of, like, processing stuff and going out there and doing it. We try to do stuff on our own. I think that's our problem.
Do you feel like the regular season is the time to start building that stuff?
Yeah, I feel like you're supposed to build championship habits or playoff habits in the regular season. Yeah, great question. I think so, yeah.
Just a follow-up to that, do you not feel like you'd have?
Do I feel like what?
That you have built the habits during the regular season?
No, we didn't build the habits during the regular season, no.
You are constantly referred to as an ethical hooper. Like, this is a big thing with you and the Timberwolves. How do you stick to that and play that game when the league is often rewarding more flopping and dirty plays and things like that?
I don't really pay attention to it. It don't really bother me. I just go out there and play my game.
And you mentioned building championship habits in the regular season. Does that start with you? Does that start with coach? Is it a collective thing? Like, where does that really start?
It's collective. Yeah, it's a collective effort. But it definitely starts with me. Yeah.
And what? Go ahead. And this is last time we're going to get to talk to you before kind of your off season begins. This season you had the ball in your hands a lot. You were basically the point guard of the team. Do you envision that role for yourself going forward when you talk to the coaches in front office? Do you want to play off ball more, or kind of how do you envision your role here, kind of when you drill down into the nitty gritty of how they utilize you here?
I just want to be. I don't really care if it's on the ball or off the ball. Just whatever position I'm put in, I want to be able to create for my teammates and create for myself. So it don't really matter if it's on the ball or off the ball. Whatever they need from me, I'm willing to do it.
And when it comes to, this was the most injured you've been in your career so far. So I don't know if you've thought about what your offseason is going to look like from a physical perspective,
right,
body wise. Just kind of what's your plan going into the offseason in terms of getting your body back right?
Yeah, just a bunch of body maintenance with Javar and D. Hines. I think that's the main thing. I feel like the basketball stuff is I'm gonna put it. It's not last, but when it comes to like me being injured a lot this year, I got to really focus on my knees, my ankles, my hips. So I got to get with Javar and D. Hines and work on that.
And do you think this team, as it is assembled now, can compete with the San Antonios and Oklahoma Cities of the world, or do you think you need another star?
You said what?
Do you think this team, as it is right now, can compete with the San Antonio Spurs and Oklahoma City Thunder? Or do you feel like you need another star next to you?
Yeah, I feel like we're good. Yeah.
And at this time last year, you were talking about what you were going to add in the off season, and you talked about the mid range, and you did do that. Have you thought about what that looks like for you this summer? Of what element you want to add to your game to take another step next season?
Great question. No, not yet. I wasn't expecting to be going home this early, so no, I haven't thought about what I'm adding to my game.
What about collectively as a team? What is it that you feel like you guys need to
get over the hump?
Yeah.
We just need everything to be clicking at the right time. I think that's the main thing. Like, I think missing Dante is big for us, man. Like, he spreads the floor like no other. Yeah, like a series like this where they just double teaming. Like, I would love to have Dante in my slot and just throwing it to him the entire time and he shoot 23s. But he got hurt last series, so, we tried to figure it out. But like I said, they were just a better team this series, so I tip my hat to those guys.
And with your D Did you have any more spring by the end of the series than you did to start? Did it start to loosen up?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it got better over the course of the series, but I mean that's really no excuse. Like if I was out there playing, I was 100%. That's how I look at it. So I was good, man. We just came up short.
And we obviously didn't see the explosiveness normally from you because of your knees. How hard was it to come back so quickly and then have to compete at such a high level against a excellent Spurs team?
I don't think it was hard. I think it was like I was up for it. Like I was ready to come back and compete at a high level. I knew that team was really good, well coached, sound on the defensive end. We knew what they was gonna do. But yeah, I was just ready to come back, man. I was eager to get out there and play with my brother. So I'm happy I was able to come back.
Yeah, and I know you've played against Victor before, but again, after 6 straight games against him, was there anything that after the series like really stood out to you that maybe
About Vic?
Yeah.
Yeah, just his defensively, man, he's incredible. Yeah. He changes every shot at the rim. He goes to the rim every time after every block, whether it's goaltending or not, he's gonna go up and challenge it. And yeah, I mean, yeah, it's tough. It's kind of tough to go to the rim against a guy who's like 7'6", and he got great. Yeah, he's pretty good.
And as you kind of move on in your career, you gain more of a leadership role and things like that. Just after year 6 now, how did that go for you this year? What is it like trying to be like the main voice when times are tough and when maybe guys are upset or what have you in the locker room? Just trying to be the leader of a team in that way.
It's fun, man. Because I mean, you get to know guys on different levels, So just getting to know everybody individually, I think that's the main thing. That's part of leadership, like learning how to talk to people.
That certainly wasn't the plan, even though that we knew we would be giving up some clean looks to them. But that's on me. So.
Was the original idea on the matchup was to put Julius Moore on Wemby for that reason, to get him underneath
absolutely.
a little bit more?
Yeah, for that part of the result was good. He wasn't really an early factor. He'd been getting off to hot starts, so we wanted to try to take those away. But we knew when we would do that, we were going to be giving up some other things. So, but in all of that, we lost a bit of our aggression. I think we needed to probably come out with more aggressive mindset.
They played Ant extremely well the entire series, it seems. I mean, even when he was getting buckets, it was a rough road for him. Could you see a way to make that work better as you worked along?
Yeah, I mean, they did a good job. I mean, they were really physical. They held him off ball. They chucked him on the ball. With their bigs, particularly Wembanyama, it's not really a pick and roll game. They stayed home on our drive and kick on him in particular. I thought tonight he found something with like downhill momentum drives and staying with it and playing with force. I think that was something that hadn't been there early on in the series as he was kind of working himself back. But I don't know. I mean, Anthony certainly wasn't 100%, and it was a credit to him just to be out there and playing the way that he did. So I've got nothing but great things to say about Ant's performance in this series because he wasn't supposed to even be there until the middle of the series. So.
How would you assess Gobert's series and his struggles the last 2 games?
Yeah, I think with